Christianity is an adoption story. Humanity mostly pushes God away. So I think the way things really are is God is more loving and less judgmental than you know. And I think the fire and brimstone crowd has really jacked this one up. Most people are like an adopted kid. My wife is in different adoption groups, and one time she showed me this picture. A woman, I think it was Bulgaria. It was one of these really poor Eastern European countries
Yep.
with terrible orphanages. She adopted a 9-year-old girl who literally looked like she was a year and a half. There was a photograph of, it was one of the first times the adoptive mom had picked up the girl. The girl was pushing her away as hard as she knew how. If you can snapshot that, so they flew all the way to Bulgaria, went to an orphanage, and they did all the paperwork, and they've got this little girl. If you can fix in your mind the perspective that this girl obviously has from all this neglect and contrast it with what you know is the truth, that is the truth about the relationship between God and man. It's man pushing away and God welcoming us.
And no matter how many times you keep pushing. And that is our model in our everyday life as believers, to live that kind of love for other people. That's really tough when they push you away over and over and over again.
And you can't make them accept it. One of the things you learn as an adoptive parent is there's an appropriate amount of making the offer, respecting the agency of the other person, letting them work things out. I feel like I grew up in a Christian environment that just by default implicitly assumed that it's our job to control everybody's behavior. No, that is not your job. God doesn't control everybody's behavior. The Ten Commandments is a list of things on a piece of paper. It's not a hot poker stick. You don't want to do that? It's up to you. There's a lot to learn and discover in parenting. Of course, when I had my bio kids, you don't know until you become a parent how crazy you are about that baby. You can't explain that.